So very quickly before this video does start, a lot of you are probably going to be quite confused if you've already seen this video, because this is going to be like a re-upload as the video was up for 2 hours. There was some sort of YouTube processing like glitch, I don't even know what was going on, where people couldn't watch it in the best quality, and I saw quite a few people that seem to have this problem, so I just thought I'd re-upload it. Sorry if you've already seen the video, I appreciate you still coming along to support it, but I wanted to get it back up for you guys because there was lots of questions, so really frustrating. But these things happen on YouTube sometimes. Enjoy the rest of the video, and I'm really sorry. So, welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today, we're going to be going through everything the ARK devs, or what the wildcard devs, have talked about the new Genesis Part 2 creatures. I thought this would be a cool video for you guys because many of you may have missed this, and obviously it gives us a little bit of information from them talking about some of the new creatures for Genesis Part 2. I'm hopefully going to be able to find more of these so then I can show you guys more stuff about what the devs have said. Maybe I'll do like a Part 2 because I know there's not every single creature that's coming to Genesis Part 2 in this video, but it's a really interesting thing and I thought you guys would enjoy it. And if you want to see the Part 2 of this about the other creatures, let me know in the comment section down below. Smash that like button guys. And obviously, if you're not subscribed and you don't want to miss out on all of the ARK content, make sure to be subscribed. We're on our road to 200,000, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoy the video. And yeah, I cannot wait for Genesis Part 2 as it gets closer and closer. Enjoy the video.
Let's go ahead and roll this first reveal. Roll it.
Roll it. All right, so this is something that they've already actually seen because it's at the very end of the trailer.
Yes.
This is our Noglin. This guy is adorable. They're very cute, but they're also very dangerous. What they do is they use that mouth and that tongue to latch onto their victim and then start exercising a little bit of mind control.
Oh, man.
Mind control.
Yeah, mind control.
What?
All
right.
Yeah, this guy is even though he comes in a small package, he can ride on your shoulder. He is very capable, should be very feared, because he can go from, you know, your favorite Rex that's been your pal for God knows how long, all of a sudden turns into your enemy. You know, one of these guys gets attached to it and your friends can suddenly become your enemies and start attacking you, even though they're survivors. So it's going to definitely change up the meta quite a bit.
I know when we posted this picture, a lot of people, you know, was wondering if it transformed, kind of like, you know, we've done in the past with Genesis 1. Everybody was just expecting this big beastie transformation. So you heard it first here from Zane. It's not exactly that, but it does exercise some mind control if it's able to latch on to you, which could be an interesting change in the current meta. I don't think we have anything quite like that in our current game, do we?
No, nothing that comes even close.
Yeah, so I could imagine this being a interesting switch up, you know, for people that are, you know, potentially are PvP or, you know, like it could be a lot of interesting strats that could emerge from this. I'm interested to see how the community likes it. What are we seeing in the chat? We're seeing good things.
It's sort of the same thing as it's basically everyone's saying how cute it is. Primarily.
Oh, it's cute, but it can be deadly.
Yeah. But let's see, there's a couple of different questions asking like, can you tame it, and is it breedable, and just I leave all.
It's important to note. All right, I'm going to go ahead and throw this out here now. Yeah. We're not going to share everything about these creatures. We're not going to share everything about Gen 2 as well. So the things that you see today, this is not everything. All right. So we're not just going to come out here and show everything that's going to be in Gen 2. We're going to keep some things behind the scenes and surprise you guys when Gen 2 comes out. But you'll see a good portion of what Gen 2 is going to be about today. But we're not going to reveal every specific mechanic about them. Because honestly, it's a little bit spoilery. A lot of people like that, you know, that excitement of getting on the first day, figuring out how to tame it, or if it can be tamed, figure out its personalities and what's the best methods to do it. That's exciting to me, and I think it's exciting to a lot of players. We don't want to spoil every single feature about these things, but we are going to give you enough to let you know how to start thinking about how you want to walk into Gen 2. What else we got in the chat? How you guys are feeling?
I can divulge a little bit.
Okay, here we go, Zane.
I mean, what can you imagine these guys would like to tame on? I mean, if it already
Ooh, look at you.
it already works on people's minds and Dino's minds, so maybe you're gonna have to work out some sacrifices or something like that to get one of these guys onto your side. A lot of fun with this. This guy has definitely been a lot of fun.
Oh man,
The development
sacrifices. I'm sure there's a lot of people that's going to like the sound of that. I'm sure they have plenty of things ready to sacrifice, depending on what it is.
Yeah, especially with some of our breeders, they've got quite a few excess dinos that a lot of times they just kill off.
Yeah. So you heard it. There's going to be an interesting way of getting a hold of one of these that may involve some sacrificing of things you have or you love or you know. So yeah, how are we feeling about Noglin? You like the name? That's a good name. I like it. Noglin?
It's a perfect name.
Yeah, man. It fits perfect. It fits the creature. It looks like a Noglin. I'm loving it. I think people are going to like it a lot too.
And then I'll take a.
So what we're showing and what we're revealing now is the Shadow Mane. You guys saw it in the trailer.
Yes.
Coming into visibility. Obviously, one of its abilities is going to be that it can go invisible.
Oh, man.
This is one of the few creatures that is going to be different between males and females. The males are going to have the much more predominant frilled neck like a lion.
That's cool.
The females won't have that or as much. They'll be a little bit more obvious. The females are the ones that are actually stealthy. The males will have a roar that will actually boost confidence, and it'll be a buff for any of the creatures around it, including other Shadow Manes. And then the females will be able to go completely invisible and actually pass that ability on to other creatures within range of them.
Nice.
They are quite quick, very, very, very efficient hunters. They have a dash that is not just a single dash towards a target, but can hit multiple targets with one dash, do damage to each one of them, and then end up stuck on the last one in melee range, ready to go at it again. So this is much more of like an assassin type dino.
Gotcha.
Jumps out and surprises you, has some buffs to help it do more damage, but its main strengths are that it's able to get in and out of a fight fast to get up into engagement range with whatever it chooses. It's very capable of directing it where you want to be and getting you where you want to be in a fight or around a fight. Cat-like, very agile.
Mm-hmm.
These things are fantastic. They look beautiful.
They do.
The art team, the design team, and our effects team all together have just created this beautiful animal, beautiful creature. Looks at home in its environment. It's very cool, very exciting.
A lot of questions about, the only question I really see is it breedable. I don't know if we're going to share that just now. Some of this we're going to hold off a little bit. I know you guys want the answers, everything right now, but some of this we're just going to have to hold off a little bit. Calm down. We'll share it eventually. Take your time. Would you guys want it to be breedable? Let me know what you guys want. What are you guys saying? Breedable? Let me guess. Yes?
How would a Shadow Mane breed?
Yeah, how would a Shadow Mane breed?
Does it lay
that's
eggs?
probably not. I don't know if that's a safe question for.
That's
screening.
true.
Let's skip the how and let's just say that yes. Everybody wants breedable. Yes. Come on, we gotta have one no, right?
No, I could say it's pretty safe.
See, there goes a no. There we go.
This will be a breedable creature.
It'll be a breedable creature. Okay, stop. Everybody stop. Stop. Okay, breedable. Where we go? We got it. Shadow Mane.
Shadow Mane's a dope name.
Is a very good name.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a very cool looking creature. Zane just talked through so many
It's a
things
strong name.
that this can do. It's very agile, cat-like, invisibility, some abilities with invisibility, has a dash. It's sounding like this thing is gonna be a beast. I like it. How's the chat? What's the chat thinking about this so far? Must tame or skip? What are you guys thinking? Must tame, must breed, or skip?
Must avoid. Scared.
Must tame.
Whoever on the team.
Skip. I saw a few skips.
Nah, whoever decided to name Shadow Mane on the team. Man.
It's a good name. Must tame. I'm seeing a lot of must tames. Saw a few skips. That's okay if you want to skip it. Not everything is for you, you know.
How could you skip that?
Easy. People have preferences, man. People are into certain things, and we're not going to hate on them. If they want to skip it, they can skip it.
But
There's
Shadow
going to be a
Man?
lot of stuff in here that
doesn't have to be up. You're
they
good.
may like a little bit more. But I'm seeing that a lot of people feel like they must tame, must have it.
What about
Oh,
you,
you
Zane?
definitely,
Are
you
you a
definitely
must
have
tame
to
or
tame
skip?
this guy.
You definitely have to.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're hearing it from the man himself. You definitely have to.
Shadow mains are amazing.
Oh,
There we go. You heard
Okay.
it. It's going to be one of those must tames.
that was
according
his
to Zane.
insider, like,
Yeah, that was
Really?
a little bit of.
Oh,
chase this thing.
there's been. This is one of those creatures where, as we've been making it, and like, a lot of times I'll just be like playing around with something, making sure that everything feels right. And this is one of those ones that, like, as it got built out and started coming closer and closer to, like, the model that we saw in the trailer, and it got its looks and its effects finalized and its animations are in and it's running, and it was so fun to just run around and jump with this guy just because it looks so beautiful.
Yeah,
and it's so agile.
It's a great looking creature. Hats off to our artists, our character team, our animators. That's one thing that I can say from when I started playing Ark. These creatures look and feel a lot different than what we started off with, and that's a compliment. Definitely taking it to the next level in terms of what we can do with these creatures, what we're able to show, how they look. We're trying to push the limits, and hopefully you guys are seeing that. Hopefully you feel like Genesis Part 2 was nothing like Ark 1. It's supposed to show an evolution of, technology and evolution of growth, these type of things. You should be seeing that in Ark, and I'm seeing it right now. Some of the creatures we're seeing now, these are things that I probably wouldn't have ever imagined to see when I first started playing Ark. I never imagined I'd be seeing something like the Shadow Mane or, some the Noblin or Noglin, sorry. There's a lot of things that we're doing now that are really just pushing the envelope in terms of what we used to do. So hats off to the team, hats off to the designers, because this one is a must tame, as you heard.
It's a must expansion.
Must
Ooh.
tame.
We can't wait to see you guys in Gen 2.
Yes. All right, we can switch back now, Luke. There we go. Transition. Bam. Zane, what is going on with this? Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing here.
This is our biome-specific creatures. This is something that we generally do for every expansion that we've done. But this one, being that we've got such unique biomes, we're going to have a lot of motivation for what we can do with these dinos, what we can do with these reskins, and of course there'll be a reason that they'll be better. These will. I thought we had more pictures, but I'm not seeing any more.
I think there's more, but
There's a lot more.
Yeah.
Obviously.
there's more than just this, chat.
But
figure it out.
we'll definitely be getting more biome-specific creatures that just have the same creatures, but a whole new skin, a whole new variant, so that you can start increasing get all new breed lines with this type of creature, and a whole new look for, the classics, the ones that we know and love that maybe even fit the biome a little bit more. The Eden ones, it's already paradise, so those will just be the nice new reskins. New flair. It's the other environments that will get some very unique reskins.
Gotcha.
Because those environments are quite unique.
I know these biome-specific creature, these variants of normal creatures they become pretty popular. At least I see in the community. A lot of people talk about them. So I'm really excited that we're continuing this trend forward of giving biome-specific creature variants for people to enjoy. It also always adds a nice little spice to the game, in my opinion. Some of these creatures you've been seeing around for a while, so it's nice to see them. And there we go. We're getting a couple more popping up here.
And that might be from a biome, or that is from a biome that we haven't shown yet.
Uh-oh.
But you can start seeing some trends of what's going on there. Completely different colors.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more colorful, but it does fit the environment. And I mean, you guys did see it in the trailer. And those guys will fit a lot better in there. And obviously the Equus is more for the Eden area. But that is a beautiful, beautiful coat.
All right, focus.
Got all kinds of things going on here. You know, there's not much more to say about it without getting into specifics, and we don't have those specifics yet, because the next part would be what creatures we're doing,
Yep.
you know, what those specifics are.
Yeah, and then what? Yeah, exactly.
And we are working on that, but we don't have that nailed down, so we don't want to get locked
we don't
into
want to
something
share.
that wouldn't be great.
And I told everyone that, you know, we're going to share some bits and pieces. It's not going to be a full layout of what Genesis is going to be, but you'll have enough information to go forward with a very good idea of
That
what
Reaper
to
is
expect.
beautiful, though.
That Reaper is very cool looking.
And
I'm not
the
gonna
dog.
lie. They're all cool looking to me, but
Sure.
that one, yeah, I'm gonna eat it. But yeah, so like Zane said, not a lot to share about the biome-specific creature variants, but don't take that as it's you know, one of the low points of the DLC. I think you're going to be pretty surprised with some of the variants that you might see, some of the differences that they might have in comparison with the normal creatures. So just keep on a lookout. There's a lot more. And did you guys understand that we hit 100K?
100.
We hit 100K
100,000.
at 3 o'clock.
100K?
Hundreds.
Say 100.
100.
100.
100.
Say it 100. Can we say that in the chat? 100. All right. I think what we have coming up next is not eating an egg. This is our cute friend Noglin. Noglin, as we heard, it's going to be an interesting method of trying to get a hold of one of these creatures. Apparently, it's going to have some version of mind control. So, if you're hearing me correctly, that can introduce some interesting things in the way that you know, people rate you. These things might change because of this. I mean, imagine a creature being able to control your mind in some way, shape, or form. It could take a hold of one of your tribe mates and do something that you don't want it to do. So Noglin is going to be interesting. It's a cute girl on your shoulder. There's a lot that's going into this. You know, not only is it a very cute creature, it's going to be very functional and very. It's going to have abilities, basically. It's going to be able to do things.
I wonder what Noglin's desires are going to be. What he's going to try to make you do. Is he just going to run around and try to eat other players, or what's Noglin going to do?
That's a good question,
What's he
Chandler.
want, what's he want in life?
What does he want in life? What do you
You
guys
know?
think
Yeah, what is your
Noglin
purpose?
wants? You know,
Yeah.
what would be your guess of what Noglin wants? What will he be trying to do?
Yeah.
Whose mind is he trying to control?
Yeah.
There's a lot of interesting things
Yeah.
that could derive from this.
And just to preface it again, as Cedric mentioned earlier, teasers, I suppose, visual reveals for everything, and we plan to announce something every single hour, but we're not going to tell you everything about what you're seeing. You know, there has to be some mystery.
We're also not going to know everything because honestly, like, our teams are like on this, you know, heads down sometimes doing what we're doing. And, you know, I've seen Noglin, not that I knew his name. I've seen him around, but like, I don't know what. you
Yeah,
know.
that's something that I think people. I get this comment a lot in social media. This assumption that every dev at the studio knows everything that's going on. It's just not the way that it works at studios. Typically, you're going to have a role, and you're going to play your role. If you're a character artist, you're going to work on characters. You may know about the character you're working on, but you may not know about the biomes that we have in Genesis. Generally, the people whose job are to know about everything are the producers and above. All right, so producers, people like John, people like our friend Colin, you may have seen, people like Naven, you probably have seen in a few years. Those are the people that are generally going to know about all this stuff. Generally, people outside of that are only going to know of their area, of the things that they're working in. So, you know, I just wanted to clear that up with people because I get that a lot. Like, oh, you don't know what's going on in your
How
own
could you
game?
not?
No, I don't
know.
know. I do.
I build the biomes, and then, you know, all of a sudden we'll see like a million dinosaurs coming in. I'm like, oh, that's where they belong, and he looks so good. When all of a sudden, the salamander-looking guy, what was his name again? What was his name, chat? The fire dinosaur.
Our internal name was like Lava Lizard.
Lava Lizard, yeah.
And then that was
I know.
really
Now,
just
no
like to-
internal names. Magmasaur.
Magmasaur,
right.
sorry, that's what it was. Magmasaur
Lava
came
Lizard's a
in, and
cute
he
name.
just complimented that environment. so
Yeah.
well. But that's the thing, we didn't know what was going on with the characters until they pop up half the time. So it's always interesting. So I'm excited to see what Noglin does.
And for the people in the chat that don't know what you do, Chandler, what do you do for the company? I don't know if we actually introduced you. I know you were part of last year.
Yeah, a little bit earlier
hot
I
dog.
popped
Oh,
in.
sorry,
but
sorry.
for anyone new in the chat, my job is to make a lot of the biome assets like trees and growths. Anything that's organic but not a character. Things like that I'll work on.
Sweet. So as she's saying, like a lot of times, people in her role or people in other roles are going to see the game come together, just as you might a lot of times, just because they're so involved in what they're working on. They don't get to check in with every single team to see what's going on. So a lot of things that we're being shown today, I know a lot of people from the company are tuning in. A lot of people, are getting the first peeks. Like I said, that's the first time I've seen that Gen 2 trailer. Just the way it goes sometimes. You're busy in what you're working on, and you only have time to check in with the things you are responsible for. But here in another 5 minutes roughly, we're going to show off something else. We're letting Zane take a little break, and then he's going to be back to explain the next mysterious thing that we're going to be showing here.
It's funny that we talk about that.
Welcome, survivor. Enjoy the view. You see before you the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. All of humanity's hopes and dreams carefully nestled within this lifeboat. Each of its shining rings are laden with miracles of science and nature. A paradise where the boundary between the biological and technological has been all but erased. And now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now. I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination. From there, my will shall spread across the cosmos forever, infinite and undying. And there's nothing you or that witless puppet, that shadow of her, can do to stop me. I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits, survivor.